Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about how to find an angle measure of polygons. So make sure you have your guided notes that you should have picked up from me today. You're going to need a calculator. You're also going to want a pen and or pencil. All right, let's get started. First thing we have is convex versus concave. Okay, that's really important that we know the difference. Now this one right here, this is convex. Now convex means that all of my vertices are pointed out. Now this one over here is concave because it's caving in. Okay, these are the ones we're going to be working with the most. So we're going to be working with convex, meaning all is pointing out. All right. The other kind of polygons we have are concave when they're pointing in. Next big vocab that we need to know is what a regular polygon is. A regular polygon has all congruent sides and all congruent angles. So it is equilateral and equiangular. That's very important for us to know, okay? So we're going to be working with convex a lot, and we're going to be working with regular polygons. So regular, all sides and all angles are congruent. All right, moving on. So now this part's going to be in your little table on your guided notes. And we're going to be talking about interior angles. So if we have a triangle here, our first column says how many sides does it have? Well, a triangle has 3 sides. Now we know a triangle is made up of 180 degrees. Okay? This is what we're going to use a lot of today. Alright, because now when we go down a quadrilateral, first thing, how many sides does it have? It has 4 sides. Now a big thing with this one, if I cut this down the middle, I just made 2 triangles. So if I want to figure out how many degrees the angle's made, I'm going to say, okay, I have 2 triangles times 180, and that's going to give me 360 degrees. So my quadrilateral has 360 degrees. Alright, moving on here. Now we've gone from quadrilateral to a pentagon. Now a pentagon, if we count up our sides, has 5 sides. And if I go here and I make some triangles, I get 3 triangles. So I know each triangle has 180 degrees, so 3 times 180 equals 540. So this one has 540 degrees. Now you guys are not sure if you're noticing or not, but there's a pattern going on. I'm going to do a couple more. Let's see if we can figure out what that pattern is. So a hexagon here, I have 6 sides. If I make some triangles in here, I can make 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. So I'm going to take 4 times 180, and I'm going to get 720 degrees. Well, I can keep going. Heptagon, I have 7 sides. How many triangles do I make? I make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 triangles times 180, which is going to give me 900 degrees inside of there. So my inner angles is 900 degrees. So we keep going. An octagon, we have 8 sides. Okay, we're not going to go over all the degrees on these ones, but we could do it the same way. Break it apart, see how many triangles we have. Nonagon has 9 sides. Then we have a decagon, which has 10 sides. And then we have a dodecagon, which has 12 sides. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure we have how many sides each one of these has in our notes. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. Polygon interior angles theorem. So we're talking about here is that we can take the sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon with an n number of sides, so any number that I want. 2, 10, 100, well not 2 doesn't make a polygon, but 100, 300. And we're going to plug it into this equation. N minus 2 times 180. So N represents the number of sides. So N equals number of sides. So make sure you have that written down. That's very important. Okay? Also, if we want to find each angle of a regular means that all of the angles are the same, we're going to take our n minus 2 times 180 and we're just going to divide by n, the number of sides. Alright, so let's get on to a couple of examples. Example number 1. What is the sum of the interior angles of a convex dodecagon? Well, first thing we have to know, how many sides does a dodecagon have? Well, we can look at our chart and it's going to be 12. So we plug this into our equation. 12 minus 2 times 180, which 12 minus 2 is going to give me 10 times 180, which equals 1,800 degrees. So that's how we can find the angle, interior total angle of any polygon. Here comes example number 2. If the sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon is 2,340, then how many sides does it have? Well, if we want to find the number of sides, we're looking for n. So we know our total, so I'm going to plug it in. N minus 2 times 180 equals 2,340 degrees. To solve this, first thing we have to do is divide by 180. Divide this side by 180. So I have n minus 2 equals 13. Then we're going to add 2 to both sides. So n, being the number of sides, equals 15. So there are going to be 15 sides for this example. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you're getting everything written down today, because everything I've written down you should have written down also, okay? All right, here we go. Last example for interior angles. It says, find the measure of the missing angle. Well, first thing we have to know is how many total degrees we have in this shape. So this is a convex polygon. So when we plug this in, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So we're going to take 5 minus 2 times 180, which equals 3 times 180, which is 540 total degrees. Now if I need to solve for x, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up all my interior angles. So I'm going to have 100 plus 110 plus 92 plus 84 plus x equals 540. Now I'm going to combine like terms. So if I add up all my numbers, I get 386 plus x equals 540. Subtract 386 from both sides, and I get x equals 154 degrees. So there's my x value. All right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about some exterior angles. So in your guided notes, you have this shape here. What exterior angles are is if I extend these lines all the way across, just extending my lines, I'm creating exterior angles. So this is an exterior angle, here is one, and they're going to go all the way around. Okay, those are exterior angles. Now, exterior angles, the formula for exterior angles are awesome. The sum of exterior angles of a convex shape is 360 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter how many sides it has, doesn't matter if there's 3 or a million, it's always going to equal 360 degrees. Now, each exterior angle, if it's regular, are all going to be the same. So we would just take 360 divided by n, the number of sides. Okay? Fabulous, fabulous. I have one more example for you, and then we're done, ladies and gentlemen. We have this one, and we need to find the value of x. Now, we know it doesn't matter how many sides my shape has, all the exterior angles are going to add up to equal 360. So I'm going to have x plus 20 plus 112 plus 96 equals 360. Combine like terms. So I get 2x plus 228 equals 360. Solve this one. I'm going to subtract 228 from both sides. 2x equals 132. Now we're going to divide both sides by 2. And x equals 66. And that is our final answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy this wonderful, wonderful day, and I will be seeing you later. Thanks. Bye.